Hello and welcome to another video. In the last video I talked to you everything about bait and the response was absolutely overwhelming. Based off those comments and some of the things that I've heard from not only online but in person as well, is that around here we don't have a lot of money. Especially in the West Midlands, Wolverhampton, Birmingham, most people have maybe 20-30 quid to spend on all their tackle for the weekend. Now, not everyone has enough money to go and buy a new kilo boilie. They're just trying to make the most of it for their month's fishing. Now, today in store, what I'm going to try and do is look at everything, your bait, your tackle, your rigs, the lot, and trying to get you the best value for money. So I've got the lads here in the tackle shop helping me out, picking some of the best stuff. I've already got a few ideas for rigs wise, and what we'll do is start with those. When it comes to terminal tackle, there's a lot you can get confused about. Different types of hooks, different types of rigs, but most importantly, this is all about beginners or for those of you that don't have a mega amount of money. Now, recycling materials and recycling key components is 100% the most cost effective way, and for me, stuff like these Meta all-in-one rigs, obviously I'm associated with OMC, so these are stuff that I have used in the past and I've had a lot of success on them. Personally, one of the best rigs in the range is this. Now, this is a very basic spinner rig setup, already on a helicopter system. This will fish over most bottoms, over anything. You can reuse the actual heli system, you can reuse the booms, and all you have to do is change the hook. The only thing that you really need to buy with this is hook beads, maybe new dazzlers if they end up getting ruined, or obviously there is alternatives out there, but that is one thing I will go to first. Look at reusing, recycling kits, because that's how you'll get most of your money's worth. Now, for those of you who are beginners or you're tying your own rigs such as hair rigs, D rigs, you are always left with a little bit on these spools, and for me this is how I used to practice. And for those of you who are beginners, or again, not maybe you haven't got the money to go and buy your fluorocarbons or your mono leaders, having a spool of £18 as well as 12 may be an easy, cost-effective solution. Personally, for me, boilies are not cost-effective. Yeah, you can make a kilo go a long way by crushing them or obviously chopping them in half, but a kilo boilie now is near enough £14 or £15 in certain circumstances, whereas a bag of pellet can cost you £4. I know it's not the same, and such as bream and other species do like obviously pellet in your ground bait, but unless you are specifically having to steer away from carp, pellet is a huge cheap cost effective way of going around it. Now, to get even cheaper, you can use such as hemp, maize, sweet corn, and that's how I'm going to go on to supermarket bait. Now, supermarket bait, again, a super cost effective and easy way to start fishing. Your sweet corn and other liquids and products that you can find in any supermarket can be as good, if not better, than what you can get on the shelves in a supermarket. A lot of people say just get tin sweet corn. Frozen sweet corn is much cheaper, more cost effective. Regardless of what anyone says, it does the same thing. Yes, it comes out a bit more mushy, you can't actually use it as a hook bait, but if you're feeding it, sweet corn out of the freezer aisle is perfect. Now, I have already mentioned this sort of thing, but your liquids and flavourings, you don't have to obviously miss out on those sort of additives, even if you're sticking to a budget. Hemp oil can be found in every supermarket. You've got such as sriracha, hot oils and hot sauces. Those are all brilliant to add to spod mixes. Also, they can be found in not only 500ml, 1 litre or 2 litre for a tenner. Now, this is really good because making the most of money. A 2 litre bottle of hot sriracha for me can last me all through winter. I only put a little bit into my hemp, bit of chilli flake, and that does all the work for me. Now, talking about spices, again, paprika, turmeric, chili powder, they are all brilliant to making your mix a little bit different to everyone else. Not a lot of people are talking about it either. You all know what goo is. Everyone uses the liquids that can make everything look really yellow. A little sprinkling of turmeric into your spod mix could turn the whole thing yellow. And obviously it'll stain your hands, it'll dye everything, it might even stain the bucket. But it is cost effective, really powerful, really strong, and carp absolutely love it. Not only that, with the liquids you've got stuff like condensed milk that is perfect in the winter, but not only that, in the summer for your soppy spod mix you don't have to miss out. Even though you're doing it cheaply, oats and condensed milk is probably the best soppy spod mix you can buy, regardless of what's in the shop. Now, one bait that has always been very, very well known in shops, and very rarely you can find it in tackle shops: luncheon meat and salami. Obviously, pepperami and salami, we all know, really high oil. Carp love it, barb will love it. You've got meat, which everyone knows spam is one of the best river baits that money can buy. Again, can go into any shop. You can either buy the expensive stuff or the cheap stuff. It all does the same. Again, put it in those spices and make it something a little bit different to aid your fishing. Don't forget to look at peas and other type of particle that you may use in your mix. The limits are endless. I know they're not allowed everywhere, but peanuts are perfect. You've got pigeon conditioner, stuff like that. As long as you know how to prepare them, it does take a bit of time, but again, cost effective way, saving money when you go carp fishing. Now, when it comes to carp fishing, I love using salt. I said it in the bait video and I'll say it again now. You can buy it very cost effectively. Look at Amazon, look at places like that, shop around, you will find salt for fairly cheap. And again, in here you can buy it for the ease of just walking into a shop and buying exactly what you want. Just searching Himalayan rock salt, coarse or fine, it's up to you. I prefer the coarse stuff because I can grind it in my bait mate anyway, and yeah, I'm sure that'll be perfect addition to your spod mix. Now, one thing that a lot of people do, obviously you can buy loads of bait, loads of pellets, buy your hook baits. Now, pick 3 pots. You don't need to come in every week and buy a new pot of hook baits. I know they all smell nice, they're there to catch you, not the fish. Now, pick 1 feed source boilie that's matched the hatch if you are using boilie, and I would pick 2 sort of hot colours like hot pink or highlighter yellow that are really in the fish's face, and you can make the most of it. Such as bottom baits, you can use them straight at the bag. Don't go excessive on hook baits. We've all been there. We all do the same thing. It's not actually the hook bait itself, it's where you put it. Obviously, learn to find where the fish are. They'll eat anything as long as it's in front of their faces. Thank you very much for watching the video. Like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments below what you want to see in the future. Hopefully, I'll see you on the bank.